Well, everyone, there have been a few leaks that have been coming about for the next version of iOS, but one thing is for certain, probably the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, and the iPhone SE are not going to be supported with this version of software. Now, with that being said, I truly do think that this is going to probably change the landscape of some of the next versions of iOS for the most part. And the main reason for this is because very similarly, in my opinion, to how Apple kept supporting iOS 12 on the iPhone 6 series, I do think Apple is probably going to be doing the same exact thing for the 6s series on iOS 15. But they did something very interesting with the last version of iOS, where they actually gave us the ability in a feature set where we can actually go ahead and pretty much update our iPhone simultaneously on iOS 15 or iOS 14. Beforehand, we could only update, let's say iOS, 14.5 was on your iPhone and you wanted to go to 14.8, but iOS 15.3 was already out. Well, you wouldn't get the box of updating to 14.8. You would get the box of updating to iOS 15.3 or 15.4, whatever it was at the time. But Apple implemented that feature within iOS 14 where we can go ahead and choose whether we want to stay on iOS 14 or we want to stay on iOS 15 or update to iOS 15. And in this specific case, I do think Apple is probably going to utilize this feature more so now than ever before. So even though the iPhone 6s is probably going to still getting security updates on iOS 15, I do think that a lot of people are going to probably stay on iOS 15 in order to get the most stable version of software as possible. And I do think because of this, Apple is probably going to go ahead and probably update iOS 15 alongside iOS 16. And a lot of people who own these older iPhones, like the iPhone 13s, 12, and 11s, they may have the ability of installing those security updates as well. Before, those security updates on iOS 12 were only for the iPhone 6 and iPhone 5s. You cannot install iOS 12.5.5 or whatever on the iPhone 6s. But now we may have the ability of installing that on the iPhone 13s and iPhone 12s. And if that ends up being the case, that is a massive feature that could probably change the way people are going to be updating their phones. If a lot of people are not installing the latest version of software and they're sticking with the lowest one, well, that's going to change how Apple is going to be implementing these features. And now that iOS 16, we've gotten a few leaks here and there, if Apple's going to be doing that, they need people to go and update to iOS 16. They need people to go and have a reason to update to it. And if there's not enough reasons, then people aren't going to be updating to that version of software. So because of that, I kind of do think that with iOS 16, it's going to end up being a bigger update. iOS 15 was a small update. iOS 16, I think, has to be a big update because then people are not going to install that version of software. So because of this, the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, and iPhone SE are probably not going to be getting iOS 16, but I don't think a lot of people are probably going to update to iOS 16 either unless they get this next version of software. So I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.